Okay, so initially when we talked about multiplying fractions, we talked about drawing models, okay? But now we're just going to learn the algorithm that you guys have already figured out that just kind of goes straight across. So if I have 2/3 times 4/5, the denominators do not need to be the same. The only time denominators need to be the same is when you're adding and subtracting fractions. So I can just multiply straight across. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 5 is 15. And there's not a number that goes into both of them evenly. So that is my final answer. Okay? Really simple. All you do is multiply straight across. Remember, the only time that you need to have the same denominators is with adding and subtracting fractions. Okay? I want to go over how to multiply mixed numbers. Okay? Because I have a feeling that this is going to pop up at some point. So let's say I have 3 2/3 times 2 4/5. Okay? This one's a little bit different. You don't just multiply across. You actually are going to turn each of these fractions into an improper fraction. I'm going to talk about how you do that. You're going to take the denominator and the whole number, and you're going to multiply them together. 3 times 3 is 9. You're going to take that answer, and you're going to add it to your numerator. 9 times 2 is 11. So your new numerator is 11, and your denominator doesn't change. Okay, I know that sounds a little bit weird. So you're going to take the denominator times the whole number, 2 times 5. You know you get 10. Then you take that answer and you add it to the numerator. And 10 plus 4 is 14. So your new numerator is 14, and your denominator doesn't change. Now you can go ahead and you can just multiply across. So you would do 11 times 14 to get your numerator, which we can do it off to the side. 11 times 14. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. X's and O's. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. When I add that together, I get 154. So 11 times 14 is 154. My denominator, 3 times 5, is 15. What kind of fraction is that? That's right, that is an improper fraction. So I need to put 15 into 154. Okay? If I look, I know that 15 cannot go into 1. So I extend my line. Can 15 go into 15? Yes, it can. It goes in one time. Multiply down, subtract, bring down. Can 15 go into 4? No, it cannot. So it goes in 0 times. Multiply down. 0 times 15 is 0, with a remainder of 4. So you get 15 going into 154 10 times. Now, you know the remainder is 4, but we're going to write this as a fraction. So I know that 15 went into 154 10 whole times, okay, with 4 left over, and the denominator doesn't change. It's still 15. And there is not a number that goes into both of them evenly, so your final answer is 10 and 4/15. So remember, when you multiply a fraction by a fraction, you just multiply straight across. When you multiply a mixed number by a mixed number, you have to multiply the denominator and the whole number, then add that to the numerator to get your new numerator, denominator doesn't change. Once you've gotten that set up, you multiply across, and then you just change your improper fraction into a proper fraction. All right, continue practicing.